Welcome to JazzTime. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to buy it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Panerai Regatta 3-day Chrono Flyback Automatic, the PCYC, which stands for Panerai Classic Yacht Challenge, 47mm reference PAM00652. I'm going to talk to you about the bezel dial case bracelet movement, try it on, and give you my thoughts. So let's start. This watch was released as part of a 3-piece collection exclusively designed for the Panerai Classic Yacht Challenge. They made this watch, and I don't remember the other names of the references for the other ones, but this is the one we're looking at right now, which is the PAM00652. So let's talk about this one. Why is it special? Well, first, let's talk about the case. The case is using a 1950 case. That's the style of case that they have. Panerai makes many different styles of cases. They make the radio mirror. They make the 1950 case, which is what you see here. They also make the Luminor Regatta case, which is like this case, but it's kind of like their original case. And I think they make one more case. I can't remember what it is. But anyways, what you're looking at here is the 1950 case. What makes it this 1950 case? Actually, I don't even know why they call it 1950 case. Maybe they released it in 1950 or something. But anyways, what it does look like is the edges of the case are a little bit more rounded. It has this sort of, if you look at the side profile, it has this rounded edge to it. Makes it look streamlined and very smooth, as opposed to the Marina, which is much more blocky, and as opposed to the radio mirror, which is much more dressy. So there you have it. The 1950 case is what this one looks like. Now, this watch being 47mm, definitely one of the larger watches that Panerai makes. And I believe this watch came out in 2017, and they only made it for 1 year. And in 2017, watches were a little bit bigger than they are now. And 47 is pretty much as large as you can get. An average size Panerai is about 44mm. A small Panerai is 40mm, and a medium size is 42. So 47 is definitely on the larger side, this being larger. But the good thing is this watch is actually made of titanium. They don't make a lot of watches out of titanium. Most of Panerai's watches are made out of steel or precious metal, ceramic, and etc. They don't make a lot of them out of titanium. And I'm just guessing that they made this one out of titanium because it's so large that it would be very heavy if it was made out of steel. So hence they made it in titanium. Titanium is a lot harder to work with, but it is stronger. And in my opinion, if you're going to make it a kind of a tool watch like this, it looks nicer to put it in titanium. It's a little bit darker of a metal too. Okay, anyways, that's 47mm from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock position, my longest distance across the bezel. All right. Now, if you look on the side profile, it's not terribly thick. I don't know exactly how thick it is, but it has these cool buttons, which I'm going to show you what they do on the left side. So I like that. It makes the watch look very balanced when you put these pushers on the left side and the right side. On the right side, if I turn there's another pusher here, which I'm going to show you. This is actually the countdown pusher. I'll talk to you about it in a minute. And you have this crown. So the watch just looks really cool. It has yachting heritage, regatta yachting heritage, which has all these cool technical things about it. And the watch itself is not plain. It has all these technical things about it too. It has all these buttons, and the dial has all this stuff on it. So in that sense, it mirrors that of the yacht, or a yachting style. Okay, so let's talk about what else here. So the case, as I already told you, and let's talk about the dial. Well, the dial, it has this vintage look also. What makes it have this vintage look to it? The lume actually normally on most watches is white, and this one is a cream color, like almost not a brown, but sort of a cream in between a brown and a white. And why does that make it look vintage? Well, it looks like a white that actually discolored over time to become brown, or almost brown, not rotten brown, but this cream color. And so I think that makes the watch look very cream. And if you look at other brands such as like Patek Philippe, they also do, when they try to make a watch that looks vintage, they also make the loom sort of this in between white and brown. So that's what you see, like these hour markers and the hands themselves on this light brown or cream color. Makes the watch look quite nice. Okay, the watch itself, since it's a typical Panerai where it has this crown guard here, it's their signature look. It keeps the watch water resistant to 100 meters, and it also looks really cool. And it's also on all their 1950 cases. All right. Now, what else I can say about it is, if you look at the crystal, now this watch retailed at the time in 2017 for around $17,000. This is a lot of money especially for a Panerai. So because it kind of has a really cool movement, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. But when you get into the higher end watches for Panerai, it will have a nicer crystal. This one actually has a AR anti-reflective coated domed sapphire crystal, which means the crystal is not exactly flat. It's a little bit domed. And why is that cool? Well, I mean, first of all, it looks cool. Actually, I think it really just looks cool. It has this domed. It gives the watch a much more expensive look to it. Okay. All right, now the dial. Okay, since we're talking about dial, we have to talk about it with the function of the watch. So let's try using this watch right now. Okay, now I'm going to press this top button at the 10 o'clock. Boom. And you'll see the second hand start to run. Okay, now it's going to move all the way around. We're just going to leave it running for 1 minute. And as it goes all the way around, the hand underneath it is going to move over one. Okay, the top one that's sitting here. And why is that important? Well, it allows this watch to be used as a regular, just a normal chronograph. Normally, you'll have the minute hand shown as a separate subdial, like at the 6 o'clock position. In this situation, you don't have that. You just have a second hand that will move over one tick every 60 seconds. And then on this right, you oversee here on the right hand side, this is the hour. This will be the hours, so you can calculate up to 12 hours. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now this is functioning more or less like any other chronograph. The only difference in this chronograph is that instead of having a subdial, the second hand acts as the minute hand marker. Okay, so you can use it just like that, and it'll go around, and you can see that. Okay, so we'll let it go ahead and pass, and then we're going to come down. I'm not going to stop it. I'm going to let you talk about the other parts now, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, now look at the strap. The strap is it's a standard strap. I think it's 26 by 22 millimeters, which is quite large, and it's just a regular strap. You can change out these straps. I think it looks pretty nice. And it has a regular tang buckle or a pin buckle. It's a pretty standard Panerai. And if you look at the back, though, it's quite cool. I like the back. The back is showing a picture of this yacht, and it has a sandblasted finish to it. It looks very luxurious. It doesn't show the movement, but actually, to be honest, I kind of would rather see this. I think it looks, if you look at the work to make this printing on the back, I think it looks quite nice. It's only 1 of 500, so looks quite nice. And okay, now you can look at the front of the watch again, and you can see that the second hand moving over one tick, which is pretty cool. Okay, now one of the other things that this watch does, you wonder, what is all this stuff for? Okay, now I'm going to start and stop it right here. The start is at the 10 o'clock, and the reset is at the 8 o'clock. Or you can, since it's a flyback, you could also just hit the bottom button 8 o'clock and it'll fly it all back. Okay, so I'm going to fly it all back so that we can start all over. Now here's another thing that it does. Now that I've restarted it, look at the bottom right hand corner at the 4 o'clock position. I'm going to set the timer. So let's say you're on a yacht and you say, okay, the next boat leaves in 10 minutes. Okay, so you press the bottom one to 10, and you see the second hand, the bottom one moves over to the left 10. So click this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'll click it here, and then you hit the start button again at the 10 o'clock, and it'll count down. And it'll count down, and it'll just move over one tick until it hits the center. That way you can tell how many minutes are left. So that's really convenient. Now, if you're on a yacht, you can calculate how long it takes for the next boat to take off. Or if you're not on a yacht, which most of us are not, you can calculate like whatever time. Let's say you say, okay, I want to make a steak, and the steak takes 7 minutes to cook. You can use the right hand button and count down timer that way and say, okay, how many more minutes do I have until this steak is ready? Or if your wife or girlfriend says, hey, I only need 15 minutes to get ready, you can set it that way and find out how many minutes left. That's actually a really great idea. Okay, anyway, so that's how it works. So it has quite a bit of function, and let's go ahead and try this on my wrist. I'm 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. I have a 7.5 inch wrist. Now you might actually think this watch looks big considered it's a 47 millimeter, but you know what? If you look at it on my wrist, I have a little bit above average size wrist, not much. Average size wrist is about 7 inches. I have a 7.5, but a lot of people have a 7.5 inch wrist. I would suggest this watch for people with a 7.5 inch wrist or larger. If you have a smaller wrist than that, I would say you probably should wear a smaller watch, which there are many of on jazztime.com. So, but for this one in particular, yeah, you need a 7.5 inch wrist or larger to wear this watch and make it look good. And as you can see on my wrist, it looks quite good. I like the way it looks. And what do I like about this? Well, I like the curved glass. I like the price point. By the way, this watch retails for like around almost $18,000 back in 2017. It's only been produced for 1 year. There's only 500 pieces of it. So it's very limited, and it has a lot of cool little stuff, functions and whatever. And it's a large watch that I like as well. And there's not a whole lot of them out there. So I do like this watch. I think for those who have a larger wrist and want to have a Panerai, it's pretty cool. And we're selling it at jazztime.com for the low teens. I think this one is somewhere like around 13K or something like that. And so if you want to know the price, so you just click on the link in the description below. And if you want to buy it at jazztime.com. I like this watch, and I give it a thumbs up. And I hope you like to buy it too. Thanks.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.